Hello and welcome back to Knowledge Hub. The space race was a competition between the United States and the Soviet Union that began in the late 1950s and lasted through the 1960s. It was an intense rivalry to see who could achieve various milestones in space exploration first. In this video, we will explore the space race and the exploration of space. The early years. The space race started on October 4, 1957, when the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1, the world's first artificial satellite. This event caught the United States off guard, and it sparked a race to catch up. The Soviet Union continued to achieve more space milestones, including the first animal in space, the first human in space, and the first woman in space. The United States responded by establishing the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, in 1958. The United States takes the lead in 1961. The United States finally achieved its first major victory in the space race when astronaut Alan Shepard became the first American in space. Then, in 1962, John Glenn became the first American to orbit the Earth. The United States continued to make significant strides, including the Gemini missions, which allowed for longer spaceflights, and the first spacewalk by astronaut Ed White in 1965. The moon landing. The ultimate goal of the space race was to land a man on the moon, and the United States accomplished that goal on July 20, 1969, when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed on the lunar surface as part of the Apollo 11 mission. The event was watched by millions of people around the world and was a defining moment in human history. The end of the space race. After the moon landing, the space race lost its momentum. The United States and the Soviet Union continued to send missions into space, but the rivalry between the two nations began to diminish. In 1975, the United States and the Soviet Union conducted a joint mission, called the Apollo-Soyuz Test Project, which marked the end of the space race. The technologies used in the space race. The space race was a time of rapid technological advancement, as both the United States and the Soviet Union sought to develop new technologies to achieve their space exploration goals. Some of the key technologies that were developed during the space race include rockets. Both the United States and the Soviet Union developed powerful rockets capable of launching spacecraft into orbit and beyond. The Soviet Union's R-7 rocket, which was used to launch Sputnik, was a particularly impressive achievement. Spacecraft. In order to travel to space, astronauts needed a spacecraft that could support them in the harsh conditions of space. The United States developed the Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo spacecraft, while the Soviet Union developed a variety of spacecraft, including the Vostok, Voskhod, and Soyuz. Spacesuits. Astronauts needed specialized suits to survive in the vacuum of space. The United States developed the famous spacesuits worn by the Apollo astronauts, while the Soviet Union developed their own spacesuits. Communication systems. Communication was crucial during space missions, and both the United States and the Soviet Union developed advanced communication systems to allow astronauts to stay in touch with mission control. The space race was an intense competition that pushed the limits of human knowledge and technology. It resulted in some of the greatest achievements in the history of space exploration, including the first human on the moon. While the rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union may be over, the exploration of space continues to this day, with new discoveries and advancements being made all the time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. We appreciate your support and would love to hear your feedback in the comments section below. Stay tuned for our next video, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified when we post new content. Thanks again for watching.